Okay, we're live with another Cartridge Club Hangout. I'm here with Ben, who's a
Hi!
new member, or at least new to the Hangouts. How's it
Very
going?
new. I am wonderful. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
I'm glad someone finally joined the call.
Hooray! An hour and a half in.
Yep. I resorted to reading an actual book for a few minutes.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. What book?
It was one of my pickups, but whatever, who cares? It's Significant Zero by Walt Williams.
What's it about?
It's a kind of a biography type thing, video game development and crunch
Oh,
culture
okay.
and stuff like that. I'm through the bit where he's working on like BioShock and stuff
Oh, that's cool.
from the publishing end. He's the one that did like a lot of the screenshots and just general testing on that front. He also worked.
I don't know that much about publishing, honestly.
Yeah, it's interesting to get it from that perspective. He also worked in a capacity on the Family Guy video game. I will leave that because this is actually very well written and really funny. Like he's got
Really?
like a good dry turn of phrase, which I've
Okay.
laughed out loud at several times. I got
I
it
love that.
yesterday, and I'm at chapter 7, which is 105 pages in. So
So it
yeah,
must be pretty good.
yeah, I recommend this. Caleb J. Ross also did a review last few days ago about the book, so you can watch that.
Oh, okay, cool.
The
I
video,
just got I just got Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, I think it's called.
yes, that is a very good book.
I just got it. I got it like digitally on the Kindle for like $2.99 or something. At that price, I like couldn't say no.
Yeah, very nice. I actually got that, and I hadn't beaten Uncharted 4. I still haven't, but I had read the chapters up to that point, and nothing had spoiled anything really. So I'm like, the Uncharted 4 one's probably fine. It spoiled the ending of the game in the first couple pages. I
That's
didn't
great.
really care, but that's fair warning. It's the only one that's like really got a spoiler in it.
I figure like okay, yeah. Now I remember the ending. I'm thinking about like
Yeah,
what it could spoil, but yeah, I guess there's
yeah,
some stuff.
just like one of the questions surrounding the how it would end.
Yeah.
That didn't elaborate on anything. Anyway, hey Ryan,
Hello.
Hi, Ryan.
how's it
Hello,
going?
Ben. Or should I call you
Yes.
Squall?
You can call me whatever you want.
Yeah, it was very easy to identify how you got into the club with the name Squall. It's like, Musty's Final Fantasy VIII streams.
Yeah, exactly. I just was randomly. You know what I do? On Twitch, I will look for streamers that don't have a ton of viewers because I really don't like watching people with like 100 viewers and you just like can't interact at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you see the chat is just always just nonstop going
It's
on, right?
flying by and they don't respond to hardly
yeah,
anything.
it's
So I like to
nonstop.
look for
They can't.
smaller streamers.
Yeah, they can't keep up
Unless,
with it, and
unless
there's a
you're
lot of
the
toxicity.
donor of whatever super chat or whatever, you know.
Right, right, right. Which you'd have to like get in early, I feel like, to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Happy you stumbled across it.
I am too. Musty's a great guy.
He's okay.
The fact that he's not here right now is reducing my opinion of him.
Yeah, that's true. God, responsibilities and
Yeah.
other things. God.
Yeah, it's almost like he has something better to do.
Yeah, like a kid.
Yeah.
Come on, Cartridge Club is way more important than a kid.
Yeah, come on, Musty, show up here.
What have you been doing today, Ryan?
I just got home from playing softball,
Oh, nice.
so my summers are a little more booked up on Tuesdays, but you know, whatever.
It sounds like fun stuff, though.
Yeah, get out of the house in the summertime for a couple hours.
That sounds miserable coming from a Floridian, where it's 90 degrees and very humid.
Yeah,
Oof.
but you live in Florida? I thought you were in Minneapolis.
Yes. No, I have family in Minneapolis, so I'm
Oh, okay.
there. I'm probably going to be there in like 2 months
Okay.
for a few weeks.
Well, 70 some degrees it is here. I want to say
Yeah, that sounds
72.
not.
So that's like perfect softball weather.
It
Yeah.
is 82 with the sun down
Yeah.
and very humid.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can equal the humidity here, but I'm like near Vancouver in Canada, and
Ugh,
it's
lucky.
gotten near 90
Oh, are you
Fahrenheit.
serious?
Yeah, a few times.
Like this
Anytime-
week?
Right now.
I'll say anytime it gets anywhere hot around here, it has been hit. I'll give you an example. On Sunday when I woke up around 10, on Saturday when I woke up around 10 a.m., it was 75 degrees, and within an hour it dropped 20 degrees to 55.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
yeah,
It's-
that was quite the drop. Now I don't mind 55 degrees, but
That sounds perfect to me.
yeah, it's
almost 8
it's
here, and
June.
it's 68 right now.
Let's say it's
or
June.
20.
It's in the June though right now. You're going back to 50s, so it's kind of frustrating, but whatever.
Yeah.
Back up to like 80 today, so
Yeah, can't wait until we hit into the heat of the summer and you can smell the wildfires. That's always fun.
Oh, yeah. That's not so good, I guess.
Yeah, no.
I am jealous. I would love to live in Vancouver or near Vancouver. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Wargroove is on Game Pass. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I still need to try that. But,
Yeah, me too. I'm just like going through and like downloading stuff or clicking to download.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do.
Yeah. So I guess that's my pickup. Every Game Pass
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I've just got a huge stack of books, so I think those can wait.
Yeah.
I should. I've really been neglecting jumping on, like, even just adding to my download section. I really should be downloading the free games with both Gold and Plus.
Are you saying you don't purchase them or you don't download them?
I don't download them. Even like if I
okay.
own it, I really should. Even if I own it, just do it just for the sake of even, because you can just check the box and you can download later.
Yeah.
Right. That's what
Yeah,
I
like-
do usually.
Yeah, with most like games with gold, just like hit purchase and then cancel download immediately.
Yeah, because a lot of them I don't even think I'll ever play, but I still purchase
Yeah.
it anyway.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to be in the mood for later, and if it's something that's free, you might as well.
Exactly.
I think it's fairly safe to say I will not be playing NHL 90 anytime. Not
Yeah,
90,
exactly.
19 anytime ever.
That's exactly
but-
what I thought, but I
but
bought it
I
anyway.
have it.
Yeah. There's been a few sports games on Plus that I'm like, I'm never gonna play this, but okay.
Because Plus is right now, it's what, Sonic Mania and
Yes.
the Handsome
Borderlands.
Dan collection, right?
Handsome
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, that's a late little joke.
Hey, Colette in the chat.
Oh, I can't even see chat. I don't even know if I can see chat.
So go to the
Yeah.
YouTube channel and then pop up. You can pop out the chat too.
Yeah, just go to the video and pop out the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm on my iPad because my MacBook broke, so I don't think I can do that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can relate.
I'll just have to trust that that chat isn't making
Yeah.
fun of me.
Honestly, I would probably be on my iPad if it allowed me to host these from it, because I'm rocking a mid 2012 MacBook Pro and it is not having it.
I got like a little bit of water on my MacBook and it won't charge anymore.
That
Even
sucks.
if you put
And
a
I'm
bag
like-
of rice.
I should have done something. I really didn't think a lot of water got on it, so I'm like, it'll be fine. And now I think it's too late.
I bet you could still pull it off if you do the giant Ziploc bag of rice. You might still be able to salvage it.
Maybe I should try it. And the longer I wait, the less chance of it happening is.
Mhm.
So I should probably get on that.
Just looking at stories here, see if there's anything worthwhile.
Yeah, I try that with the Hangouts sometimes, where I just browse through like Kotaku or something to try and find something to talk about. It usually doesn't work.
Oh God, my NHL 19 is downloading right now.
Abort!
Yeah, I don't wait. Q, where are you? There we go.
Is that literally the game with gold or something this month?
One of them, yeah, and it's the most compelling one that's on right now is Earth Defense Force 2017, I think. What is it called?
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's something like that. I must have already downloaded online, so
Yeah, I haven't played any of those, and they've given 2 away on Games with Gold the last few months,
Are you
which
serious?
is cool. It's like
One of my friends was just telling me to get it on PC, and I'm like, I don't know anything about those games.
they're just really goofy, like giant ant shooting stuff, like sci-fi, like very pulpy.
I see Earth Defense Force. Oh, this is a 360 one. I have
Yeah.
Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon.
Yeah, that's the other one. That was a later one, but they gave them to us in reverse order for some reason.
Okay, that makes sense.
About as much sense as anything else they do.
Yeah. Some of the it's so weird how wildly varied the months can be in terms of quality.
Yeah. But it's just like you get those months like now where it's like, yes, but why?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically the entire selection. Like, I understand NHL 19. I understand that's a good title for a lot of people.
Oh,
but
yeah.
just not us.
Yeah, exactly. I could not care less, to be honest.
I never thought about purchasing a Vita until recently, and it's kind of like I'm kind of kicking myself for never ever selecting the Vita games, because you could just probably go through their application and still select the Vita games and add it to your queue.
Oh, yeah. I have a ton of Vita games in my thing. I have one, but I haven't turned it on in over a year.
Yeah, same here. And I bought it a little over a year ago.
Well, because I'm road tripping to TMG, so it's kind of like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to have something like that. And now, I've been watching all these how to hack videos.
If only there was a more modern console that was easily transportable that people actually like.
I'm just saying, I was watching these videos and people are like, oh, you can put the whole library with a 128 gigabyte card. I'm like, you could do that in PS1 games, and I'm like,
yeah, but you have to get the proprietary card or buy the little thing that converts, and that's a whole ordeal getting that to work with it.
Yeah, those cards are probably a large reason why that failed.
Yeah.
I bought 128. I paid for a 128 gigabyte Vita card, and it failed on me.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it was like $90, I think.
Well, less than $1 a gig. That's better than I was expecting.
I want to say I was watching a video recently about how to hack it, and because there's that little adapter that is a micro USB adapter for it, but the one guy was talking about the failures for it, where I think a 32 gigabyte still goes for $40 at GameStop for a Vita card.
I believe
that. Do I have? I think I got also got this chunky ass case with it.
Oh,
bought that from Kevin, buried on Mars from the club. He gave me a really good deal on it. It was more than I wanted to spend, but he gave me a really good deal on a whole bunch of different stuff for it, including the limited edition for basically the main game I wanted for it, which was Ease 4.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, this special edition is still sealed. That is almost worth it alone with the console and just this. I've kept it sealed because that game's on PC now. So I got this because this was the only one that was not on anything else.
Right.
And then of course
oh,
I bought this and now it's available everywhere.
That's how it usually goes.
Yep. Still good to have that collector wise, and goes for a little bit if I end up deciding to sell it.
Yeah. I'm sure you could, if you wait long enough, it'll probably be pretty expensive.
Yeah. Or extremely cheap. It goes the other way sometimes.
Yeah, I guess when it comes out on PC or whatever, it can go.
Yeah. I don't think it would for the limited edition on Vita, because
that's true.
That's double niche.
Yeah. This is very true.
But when you buy something that's worth money and then it suddenly becomes not worth money. 32 gigabyte card. That's not bad.
I think
for a console I'd never played, that's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. I was so excited when I got a Vita and I could have all the PS1 Final Fantasies on one thing. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
That's pretty cool.
But then I never played it.
So you're gonna hack it then?
I actually did have one of my friends hack it, and just to get it to accept after my memory card died that I paid a lot for. I had my friend hack it so that it could use the SD card thing, just so I could download like all my games onto it. But I was still kind of having problems with it, so I haven't really turned it on lately.
Colette asks in the chat, anyone interested in Stadia?
Maybe in the future. I like the idea, and I actually kind of heard what Greg Miller from Kind of Funny Games talk about it, and he compared. I guess he tested out both the Xbox version and Stadia, and he said there was no lag from what he saw with Stadia, but he said he felt the Xbox one was kind of laggy. So it's a little bit more promising. The price is out of the. I imagine they'll adjust accordingly. And from my understanding, the PlayStation Now, which has been doing it for quite a while, the same exact thing, the streaming it to your consoles, it's a little laggy. So I imagine the Xbox is on par kind of with PlayStation Now right now with the.
I certainly hope not.
Yeah.
So, I feel like there's no need to buy in like day one. Like you're not missing anything. You can always jump in like whenever you feel it's at the point where you want to get in.
Yeah, it's like if you had bought into Netflix or Steam on day one, you wouldn't have had a very good time.
Yeah. But it's like you
after
don't.
A while,
there's absolutely no, since there's no investment. There's really no. You can jump in whenever you want, whenever you think it's worth the money.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll be interested in it eventually, but I don't have to be there day one.
More intriguing than actually enticing.
I do think it's the future. I just think currently with how the internet is in the United States at the moment, it's even with the I have a 200 megabytes a month. It was the cheapest package provided, even too. It's through said provider. But it. Even that, from what I heard from the testing for PlayStation Now, still is laggy. It's like it's not much. It's like 7 frames a lag, which isn't much for every game, but like your shooters or your fighting games, that's going to be something that's going to affect your gameplay. It's
for sure.
So I imagine in the future when internet gets even better, this isn't going to be an issue.
Right.
But we're not there yet in the United States until, I guess fiber catches on even more and whatnot. I don't think it's
for Google Fiber.
Yeah. I don't think it's the thing yet, but I can honestly see it being the thing in the future, that once the internet catches up to like what Korean internet is, I imagine that's where we'll be. So
yeah, someday.
Mm-hmm. Someday, but
I did a speed test and I was at like 70 something, which I think for Stadia I think you could get 4K at that speed.
Mm-hmm. But then you hear about, I don't know if you have any data caps.
No, thankfully, but I heard, like
I do.
What is it, 30 hours for a
65 hours on a terabyte.
65. Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
If you're using it casually and not on 4K, that's not too bad. But like if that's like your main platform and you're playing at full 4K, that's not going to be a good time.
Yeah.
My parents they have AT&T, and I believe they cap out after 30 gigabytes. So I think AT&T has a cap at 30.
Jeez. So do they watch Netflix or anything?
They do, but that's not like they're not watching 4K Netflix, or they're watching regular HD.
Okay. I don't even know how much that.
A glorious 480p.
From my understanding, like they would need to watch like 120 gigabytes, or like they would need to watch for like 120 hours for it to really take any effect. But they're not watching that. They have cable TV still, so
that's like half of an update for a game, for some game.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Not even half. It's like
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's way more.
I only have 2 choices here. There's that, and then there's Spectrum in my area, and
I have
Spectrum has no limit on theirs. I wonder though if they cap you out after a certain amount of gigabytes and slow you down.
Yeah, they probably have like a soft cap or whatever where they
like my phone plan is unlimited data, but after I want to say 20 gigabytes of data in the month, then they will slow you down. It's like, and they got sued over it, but I think they paid something where that's what it still is like that, where they after 20 gigabytes they will chop you down. So
yeah, that's shady biz.
Okay, speaking of shady in terms of prices, this is just silly more than like I might be mistaken. Just this site is weird in terms of their pricing. Nope, that's the case. I'm on Shaw in Canada, which is great. It's just the plans are kind of weird right now because they've been upgrading speeds. Their bottom tier plan is 15 megabytes per second down.
Oh yeah.
And the next one up from that one's like I think it's $82 a month Canadian for 15 megabytes down.
Yikes! That's
the next one up is 92, and you get 100 megabytes down.
So they know no one's gonna go for that bottom one.
Yeah, it's just like, why have that?
Yeah.
The next one up is 300, and that's 102. And it's like, that's very minimal jumps for a lot more.
Yeah. It's like when you go to the movie theater, and they're like, 50 cents more for like twice as much popcorn.
Yeah.
I was going to say real butter, which is my favorite one. I don't know if you get that gimmick. And I used to joke, but I felt like an old man was joking about that, where they say, would you like 50 cents for real butter? And I always used to say, oh, what are you putting on my butter?
Right.
What kind of butter are you putting on? That's not real.
I have never heard that in my life before. They offer real butter for 50 cents?
Yeah, they say, oh, would you like real butter for 50 cents? And I'm like, oh, what's the stuff you're putting on? Now, granted, I've discovered over the time that it's actually coconut oil that they put on it, the substitute butter oil. But I've had both, and I kind of prefer the coconut oil. So,
well, there you go.
I would too, but for different reasons.
I don't know. It's just the flavor for some reason. It's perfect. Yeah. That and Reese's Pieces it's the ultimate combo.
Oh, I've never had that combo.
Yeah.
People like M&M's, but Reese's Pieces with the fake butter, it's perfect.
And so healthy.
Oh, it's so good.
Since for the interest of full disclosure, since I already made a joke, just for Ben's benefit, for what in the hell I was making a joke about, I'm vegan, so have your fun with that.
Gotcha.
Have your fun with that.
Now, I wish I could, so I totally respect you for doing that.
Fair enough. Can be a pain in the ass depending on where you live.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, if you don't live near a city, I'm sure it's really hard. Yeah. Is it easy where you live or not really?
In terms of eating out, hell no. I just happen to... I'm lucky enough to live with my mom still, so she does a lot of cooking, so...
And she's fine with that?
Yeah.
That's good.
I was pleasantly surprised when I decided to go vegan, and she's like, sure, I'll do that.
Wow. My parents...
I pay for the groceries, so that also helps.
What's that?
I pay for the groceries, so that also helps.
Oh, well,
in my
then you make the decision.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What do you use instead of butter? Coconut oil type stuff?
There's vegan butters that you can get that are just probably basically that, or different kinds of oils.
Yeah.
I usually try to avoid those, just health reason-wise.
Well, yeah. Is everything twice as expensive? Is everything like twice as expensive?
That stuff, it can be, but like people think of vegan food and they think of like the meat replacement and like the fake butters and stuff like that. And really, it's just mostly vegetables, fruits, legumes, potatoes, stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you eat a lot of carbs? Or not?
Yeah, and it's like we don't have to go like super far into the vegan thing, but since you're asking, just because it's like
I'm interested. My brother did it.
Yeah,
for a while,
the carbs thing is overblown. Like people mix up carbs and fat in terms of what's actually bad for you, and it's like I think people also kind of equate good carbs and bad carbs together. Like,
Right.
definitely it can be different for certain people with how their systems react to stuff, and like high glycemic index stuff, it can affect people differently. But you
Right.
can
I
usually
eat a
work
ton of
around that.
carbs. I eat a lot of carbs, and I
Yeah, but it's
don't
like
gain weight.
yeah, but it's just like, and that's logical if you're eating good carbs. Like oatmeal is not the same as a donut. Like, you
Right.
know what
And
I
I
mean?
eat oatmeal every morning.
Yeah, and I usually do too. So
Donuts are so good.
Yes, they are.
I'm not going to dispute you. I wish I could find vegan ones. That would be fucking fantastic. But yeah,
That's awesome. Good for you.
thanks. Actually,
Every time I see a video of like a cute cow, I'm like, that's it. I'm going vegan.
yeah, actually, literally as of yesterday is my 2-year vegan anniversary. So
Oh well. Happy veganversary.
vegan anniversary.
Veganversary.
Yeah. The film that got me into it, if you're curious to check it out, is What the Health.
Well, that sounds really familiar. I haven't seen it, but
It's like that Netflix one that if you see
Right.
the cover where it's like the burger bun but with all like the pills in the middle.
Oh, okay. Right.
The
Yep,
funny
I've
thing
seen
is that
thumbnail.
actually kind of tricked me. I had no idea it was a vegan documentary, and I was just looking for something to watch before bed. And it was
Yeah.
like halfway through before I realized it was a vegan documentary, and I had been agreeing with everything up to that point. And it's like it wasn't like a eureka; it was more like a oh shit,
Yeah.
like oh this is a vegan documentary. Oh god, I've been agreeing with everything.
Oh my god, I'm one of them.
Yep, and I was from that point on.
You
That's
know,
awesome.
sometimes those documentaries can really trick you because I watched Super Size Me and I did give up fast food for like a couple of years after that. And then I came to my senses.
I mean, it's not wrong that it's bad for you. It's just a stupid movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely important to like not just take a documentary on its word. Do your research, check their sources,
Oh yeah.
stuff like that.
And of course.
The reason why he puts on 30 pounds in 30 days is because he goes from having an all vegan diet into eating fast food. You're
I
gonna
don't know about the vegan thing, but it's been a long time since I watched it.
he states his girlfriend is a vegan chef and he
Okay.
basically eats vegan because of that. And so then you give that up and go into eating McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I wonder what will happen.
Yeah, and you're having fried foods sometimes twice a day. You know, you're more than likely gonna have probably even 3 times a day because if you get a meal for breakfast, you're getting fried hash browns. So you're having fried food 3 times a day. So
you'll never believe what happens.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah.
30 pounds in 30 days. It's pretty simple, to gain a pound a day when you go from eating nothing but veggies to meat, carbs, and fried foods, and soda.
Yeah.
And soda, sugar water,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm
so like you do
guilty
such
of
a
that.
radical
So
A&W, I love root beer.
yeah, as do I. It's gotten a little sweet for me now just because I have it so infrequently.
Yeah.
But it's good
That's
once
good.
in a while.
I don't like soda has like a really syrupy taste now, which I don't like though.
Yeah, like I've gotten kind of into the habit of spending a little bit more on less because it gives you the incentive to not have it as frequently, and you can get a better quality thing. Like this is better than getting like a 6-pack of Bargs or something.
Right. I actually do like Coke Zero. I have to admit.
I haven't really tried that much, but I recently got like one of those 6-packs of not 1 liter, but like those larger bottles of Dr. Pepper. And
okay, yeah.
I have to tell you, I fucking hate Dr. Pepper now.
Why? Because you just had to drink it so much?
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's the bottles that are like twice as large and they go flat if you leave them.
Oh.
So it's just kind of like one of those ones where it's like if you don't finish it, it'll go flat. So if you have any of it, you have to have all of it. Frustrating.
Well, now you know not to buy that size, I guess, unless it's something you really, really like.
Yeah, I actually like these like mini cans now, which like 222 milliliters. Which average person that probably sounds insane. Like, is this enough? And it's like when you don't have it very often, absolutely.
Yeah, I see those cans. I'm like, are these for tiny people?
Nothing for making drinks. Perfect size for making drinks.
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, that's fair, but like they're the perfect size for me now, like for the occasional treat.
Yeah, I see that. What annoys me is those. Have you seen those tiny little water bottles? The ones that are like itty bitty baby bottles.
Like the hotel fridge size.
Oh, they're like tiny. I see them in the grocery store in packs of like 24 packs. I'm like, why are you wasting so much plastic on like a sip of water?
Yeah.
To me, it just seems so brazenly wasteful.
Yeah, I haven't bought bottled water in years. And I
Yeah,
usually just
that's
try to
good.
avoid plastic bottles for the most part.
Yeah.
It's like I like cans for that reason, other than just the size and it's convenient. But like, actually,
See, I'm
interestingly
cheap and
enough,
I don't care about the environment, so
Ryan, I'm gonna
sorry.
slap you.
Sorry, it's $3 for a 24 pack. You know,
yeah, I'm more concerned with the health costs than the financial in that respect.
I care about the environment, I guess.
Yeah.
well, I recycle. It goes right in the recycle tub. You know,
Yeah, and in 200 years it'll be gone.
there you go. Perfect. It'll just get melted into more plastic. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's made of
help
anything
the
bad
government.
like fossil fuels
Or
or
the
anything.
environment.
Isn't I think Canada is banning single-use plastics, aren't they?
Yeah, I was actually just going to bring that up, and then Ryan talked over me. But then again, if you get me on
USA.
vegan shit, it's hard to get a word in.
He doesn't care about the environment, or you, obviously.
Nope.
Or
Yeah,
Skyward Sword.
if you want to do like
terrible.
if you're not able to go full vegan, but you want to do like better environmentally in terms of like just meat consumption, just reduce as much as you can.
Yeah, that's what
And-
I try to do. I actually try to really reduce red meat mostly, too.
Yeah, it's like something insane. I don't even know. It's for a pound of beef, it's an insane amount of water usage and everything. Like
Right.
ethics and everything aside, with like animal treatment and all that, but just the environmental cost of it, it's like bonkers when you look at the numbers.
For sure.
But, there's always like good products now that are ending up in like fast food places that are easy to get, like Beyond Meat and all that.
Yeah, Burger King, though.
Yeah, like that was
What
the
did
Impossible
Burger King do?
Whopper or something. That's
I wanna
Impossible
try it.
Burger, different
I
thing,
love
but
fast
still.
food, so let's rewind here. What did Burger King do here?
They I've mentioned Beyond Meat. There's another one called the Impossible Burger, and they started trailing that as an Impossible Whopper in places.
So what is it, like just an imitation meat or what?
Yeah, I've never tried the Impossible Burger, so I can't really comment on how it is. I find it funny that
I would like to try it, but I heard it's just not that good for you anyway. It tastes good, but
it's better than meat health wise, but it's still not good for you. But it's like if you want to have like a better environmental impact and have it slightly healthier and still have a burger, it's a good option.
That's true. I guess I would do that instead of a burger if I'm going to go to Burger King. I do want to try it eventually.
Yeah.
Really? Have you tried a Whopper recently? It's delicious.
I do love Whopper.
But it's called the Impossible Burger because it's impossible to get me to order it.
Weekly to my house, so I get to have Burger King multiple times a week.
I don't remember the last time I had it.
Ugh. Gotta get the buy Whopper, get a Whopper. Great deal.
That sounds amazing.
Even before I stopped eating meat, I hadn't eaten at Burger King in a long, long time. This might be a local issue with just the ones that were near me. But like that and KFC, if I ever went to those places, food poisoning. No freaking ifs, ands, or buts. Just
Really?
like, I don't know.
I have been really lucky in that regard, honestly.
Yeah, I think there was this one time that is etched into my memory because I was already sick, and as a treat, like I had my mom bring me home like one of like the spicy chicken burgers or something.
Yeah.
And like something else spicy. But like the spicy would have been fine, except I got food poisoning and I was already sick. So that
kick you while you're down.
Huh?
I said it kicked you while you were down.
Yeah, essentially. Another time at KFC, we're at school in high school. Like we were on this field trip with my friend Cody. We had stopped off in the mall food court someplace, and we both got like the same thing there, and we both got food poisoning. He had to like vomit in a trash can on the way back, and then
Oh, God.
immediately after we had to get on a bus and ride back to the school,
That sucks.
which was like 30-minute plus on a bus after puking. So that was not a fun time for him.
Yeah, I bet not. I got the one time I got food poisoning, I had like a chicken patty or something, some frozen chicken patty thing.
So
And yeah, it really
It's
is.
almost like there's a pattern.
Yeah. And oh man, was I out of it. I was like on the floor of the bathroom all night, just puking. Oh,
Yeah.
it was so bad.
yeah, I've had that with chicken wings, and then I avoided a restaurant for about like 8 years after having like their chicken wings one time.
That's really bad for business if that happens to them.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell my local Burger King and KFCs are still around, because those are the only places I ever got food poisoning. And they are still there.
Just enough different people to try it every time, I guess.
Yeah, it's like legit. I was getting like Dragon Ball Z toys in the 90s or early 2000s at the same Burger King, and it's still around, and I was still getting food poisoning then. How? How are you still in business?
That's really funny. My dog wants to say hi. Oops, I'm blocking the camera. Hi, dog.
Oh,
Here comes a new challenger.
what's the dog's name? What's your dog's name?
King. His name's King. He's adopted. He came with that name.
Oh, I was say, is he because he's a fan of Burger King or something? Or?
Yeah, exactly.
The King, the Burger King.
Oh God, he loves Burger King. I can tell you that much. He loves anything that comes through the front door.
Was he a Rottweiler or was he?
I don't know, honestly. He is too small to be a Rottweiler, so he's mixed with something, and he's kind of got a weird tail to be a Rottweiler.
He kind of looks like one though from the front.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot of Rottweiler in him, but he's got to be mixed with something smaller.
Let's see another shot of him real quick.
Because he is. Oh, I keep forgetting where the camera is.
Oh.
And he's sitting with his paws so pretty.
His tongue out like a doofus.
His tongue is always sticking out. Hi, King. Hi. You're so cute. You don't know where to look.
What is this contraption you're putting in my face?
Yeah, he's like, please get it out.
I was promised Burger King.
Yeah, I was hearing talk of Whoppers.
And some kind of impossible burger.
Yeah. What the? My chair is not cooperating. There we go. So what have you guys been playing? Did you beat Uncharted 2, right, Ryan?
Yep. And I'm having the hardest time in the world with Batman on the Game Boy right now. I'm trying. I'm right at the end. And the thing that's brutal about the game is that it restarts you at the beginning of your level. There's no password system in it, no save file in it. So, but it doesn't take long, and I pretty much have the game memorized until I get to the last level, prior to fighting Joker on the final stage. The last level has been an absolute nightmare for me. I found one walkthrough and I kind of know what I want to do or what I have to do.
Safe state?
It's really hard to execute it. It's pretty brutal. And from my understanding, it is the hardest part of the game. It's harder than fighting Joker, and he's pretty brutal too. And I made it close to like the final jump, and I messed it up. I messed like my final jump. And so I know I can get there. It's just a matter of doing it. And the thing that sucks is, like I said, if you die, then you go back to 4-1. So then you have to do that again, and then try to beat 4-2, which is the hard level, and then you fight Joker. So if you die in Joker, you lose all your lives. You go back to 4-1 and do it again. It's pretty, yeah. It's
harder
really,
than Zelda 2?
Yes, significantly.
Oh wow!
Yeah, significantly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first 3 levels, I would say, or 3 worlds in this aren't that bad. And the shoot 'em up level, the shmup level, it was a little challenging at first, but now that I realize you can plant yourself in front of said boss and not need to even move, it's not so bad. You just kind of just dodge.
Okay.
You learn the patterns. But
Yeah.
that 4-2 is an absolute nightmare. Even like the walkthroughs are like the guys are dying. They're like, yeah, it's pretty tough. So you just gotta kind of like figure this out. And I'm like, this yeah, it's not easy. So that's what I'm currently trying to do. I would love to beat it before too many games. That's my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
So the next 2 days, I will be trying my darndest to beat that. I tried it yesterday. I gave up after 11 o'clock, and yeah, it's very frustrating. It doesn't take long to get to 4-2. It takes about 20-25 minutes, but after that, it's absolutely brutal. So
25 minutes is a long time though for like to make mistakes. It sounds like to me, unless you have it down like.
I have it pretty much memorized. So
Okay, so as long as you can do it, I guess, without too many hiccups, I guess that's not too bad.
But
I definitely want to get in on. I need to look for a copy of Super Princess Peach for next month.
It's too bad because before it was even announced, I had a second copy and I sold it on eBay.
Oh, are you serious?
I found it at a Goodwill too, and
I need to start checking Goodwills out.
It's not as lucky as you think. I used to have a lot more luck. Q-Dog.
Hello.
Eric.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you Squall?
I am Squall.
Okay, good. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, as you were.
Okay. Well, just talking thrifting. Thrifting hasn't been the best of luck, but I actually, with my pickups, I actually had some luck recently, so.
Really?
I'll show a little bit later. Nothing fancy, but some stuff. Actually, finding a couple of things. So
nice.
Yeah.
I need to start looking on eBay for Super Princess Peach. I had it at one point and sold it, and I'm kind of mad that I did that.
Was it around $20 still, or?
Yeah, I think I can get it for that. I don't know if I'll be able to get it complete that way. I would like to get it, but if I just get the card, I guess that's okay.
Is that next month for Portable?
I think so. I want to say it is.
And Q-Dog's biggest fan is in the chat.
Yeah, I know. She loves me.
Hey, Catherine.
Maybe I should bring that along with me for the trip to Team G, because I'm road tripping.
Bring what?
Super
Princess?
Yeah.
Get an early start on next month?
Yeah. Gotta play something.
What systems do you have?
A lot.
I mean, like more mod. I mean, this
modern wise,
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them for this generation.
Okay, cool. So you have Switch, Xbox, PS4. Okay, cool.
I will be bringing the Switch and probably the 3DS for the trip. So
nice. I need to get friend codes and stuff, and PSN stuff, and Xbox stuff.
I can DM you those two. Those are real easy. The Switch code is like when I have to like fire up the stupid Switch and say what's the code again here, and
You can just post those in the Nintendo chat on Discord or something.
I can't.
But
I should do that.
for other consoles, I'm just Fitnat on everything.
Fitnat? Okay. Actually, let me do that on Xbox right now. Before I forget. If I can figure it out.
Since people tend to screw up the spelling, it's FITGNAT.
I was gonna...
You just gotta remember, fuck it, all the good names are taken, right?
Yeah, it's fuck it, the good names are taken. That's the...
Fuck it.
That's what it stands for.
Are taken. Is it really? That's really...
Yeah, I literally made a... What's it freaking called? I lost the word. Where it's just the initials for something.
Acronym.
Thank you. I just completely lost the word acronym in my head. Anyway, it was literally just an acronym of what I shouted while trying to come up with a gamer tag in 2008. It's like, wait a second.
There you go. Is yours? It's Rocket Sauce
For
on
PlayStation,
Xbox?
for Xbox, yes, it is. On
Okay.
PlayStation, it's Rocket Dash Sauce.
Okay.
I had to start switching everything over to it's Rocket Sauce after discovering someone else claimed that name on other consoles, Rocket Dash Sauce. So
Oh, that's.
I was an early adopter to PlayStation 3, so that's how Rocket Dash Sauce was taken. Or I took Rocket Dash,
Right.
and I'm not changing it anytime
And
soon.
someone sniped it out from you.
Yeah.
Xbox was on, so I added
Sorry,
you.
we can't save you changes. What?
Yeah, I got that too. Just
Oh.
exit out, it should be fine.
Okay, yeah.
It's being stupid.
I have like no friends on Xbox that are on ever anymore.
That will
Like
change.
nobody's on.
We need to start playing Xbox again, in general. Like,
Especially
Man,
the Game Pass. Did you guys get on
Ryan
the Game
and-
Pass deal?
I did.
yeah,
I
Okay.
bought 2
Yeah.
years worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually bought one extra year, and now I kind of want to sell it because I
Well,
have the
maxed
code.
out at 3 years, from my understanding too. Like you can't exceed 3 years with that deal. So
Right? Yeah, I bought 3 codes, and then when I went to go put my third one in, it's like you're maxed out, and I was like, oh, wonderful.
yeah, because people then would Game Pass, or kind of what Gamers Club Unlocked, where people locked when they found out, like before Gamers Club Unlocked, they were like locking it in till like 2029 or something like that with it.
Best Buy's around that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it for a while. I wish I would have extended it, but I didn't.
Yeah, man, we haven't really played anything on Xbox since Anthem, which is not really shocking. But we played the hell out of that and then just nothing. We need a new game to play.
I didn't even attempt to play that game.
It was
Or
fine.
I didn't buy it, I should say.
It was fine.
I tried the beta, and I realized during the beta it was not for me.
Yeah.
Didn't you end up getting it eventually anyway, though?
Nope.
Okay.
I
mixed
I
up
was
what we were
I was
playing.
hoping, like I didn't like the fact, and maybe I didn't play the class, but because I didn't have live at the time, but it was free to try out on Xbox for the beta, and I was hoping like I could float all the time. I didn't like the fact that I had to wait to cool down, and like, granted, like I said, I didn't try every class, but I really, for the hour I played, I really didn't have a good time, so I just installed it and went from there.
I got a good 60 hours out of it, so I'm happy in terms of like value for money,
That's
at
not
least.
bad. Did
But
you pay 60?
no, I figured if I was gonna pay full price for that stupid game, I might as well get the Legion of Dawn edition so I can look cool while playing this stupid thing. So I spend even more, which is fine. I didn't really regret that. I knew what I was doing going in. But
And you know what? Maybe they'll update it even more, and where you'll want to go back for a while.
I hope so. They left like this story on a little bit of a tease. Like, well, you finish the story and then they give you like a little post-credit thing.
Yeah.
Say what's coming up, but nothing's come up. So the major issue I had with Anthem in terms of just the way it's structured is kind of a similar thing. Anthem isn't as legendarily bad as Fallout 76, at least not when it started.
Okay.
I don't think, but it's similar in that you go in wanting to play with people, but then the game does everything in its power to make you wish you were playing it solo. Because in terms of the story, like if you're playing a Fallout game, there's a lot of text bubbles and stuff like that.
It slows you down.
Yeah, where like single player, that's fine. You're going at your own pace. But if you've got a friend waiting on you, one of you is always waiting for the other one to finish a text conversation.
Yeah, that's not conducive to playing together.
In Anthem, you can play the missions together, but you cannot watch the cinematics or go to the like hub world together. So you're always waiting for someone to watch a cinematic or talk to an NPC, but you can't do it together.
Wonderful. That's great planning.
You know,
yeah, it's like feels like two separate games smushed together. A Bethesda game and Anthem.
I would like to try maybe Gears 2 because I never played that.
BioWare, I mean.
But my only thing about it is when I'm playing multiplayers with friends, like the story then goes by me because I'm talking to my friends, and then I feel like I'm missing out on the game. Where you can
I
do
did
co-op,
that with Final Fantasy 14. I played for a little while, and like my friends were just rushing me through the story to get to the end game stuff, and I was like, I'm not really all that interested in end game stuff, like just getting like better looking armor and all that. And I'm like, I want to enjoy the story, so I kind of just like fell out of that game.
Man, I forgot Briz from Polykill is probably still playing Fallout 76. That's funny. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 I actually didn't mind. I just don't want to pay $14 a month for any given MMO.
Yeah. I wish they would have a deal where you could pay just
I wish they could have a deal where it's free like everything else is now.
Yeah. No.
If I didn't have a monthly cost, I would play the hell out of it.
Yeah, me too.
Like, they charge for the expansions and everything, and those are like full price every time they come out. So
yeah, you pay full price and then you have to pay monthly. That's just such a weird model
and
nowadays.
That's how Elder Scrolls Online works. That's how other stuff works. I'm not sure why they still feel like they have to do the $15 a month.
I mean, I guess. Well, I don't know. Yeah,
probably
you can play other
fair.
Games.
So
yeah, exactly.
They're a little behind.
I did hear though that Fallout 76 was probably going to eventually go to free to play. So it's kind of one of those ones where it's like, oh, maybe I'll wait for that to happen.
Yeah, and you can get the game for pretty cheap, and you don't have to pay monthly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I got it. Well, this wasn't cheap, but I was going to upgrade to an Xbox One X anyway, and that came free with that. So
I saw
it's kind of like they forced it on me. It's like, well, I might as well. My friend Mike plays it, so I might as well play the games, and I'm getting it for free.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason I was able to get a sale on the X, because Fallout came with it and no one wanted it.
No, I saw that like a week ago that people are posting like you can get, maybe it was even before or after the Bethesda show, that like the Xbox One X with Fallout 76 was either $50 cheaper or $100 cheaper.
It was like $130 cheaper in Canada when I got it.
Damn.
Just because it came with Fallout.
I was stupid and got the One X when it came out. I got free PUBG. Wow.
I got a PUBG myself too.
I'm not sure which one of us got the worst end of that deal, honestly.
I traded in my X and got $200 off on the one, and then I had $100 of store credit left over, so it cost me about $200 to upgrade.
Oh, that's not bad.
I figured that was as best as I was going to get for my original Xbox anyway, so
yeah.
I also traded in while I still could.
I traded my old Xbox into like a local place and bought some games and stuff. I forget how much I got. I don't think it was like a crazy amount.
Waiting for GameStop to do something on a deal for original PlayStation 4 so I can trade in my launch PS4. They were doing like $250 for a minute there. I don't know if they're still doing that.
Oh, really? I haven't really been paying attention to like trade-in value, so I don't even know what they offer.
I don't think it is like that anymore, but there was a point in time when they were like, now's the time to dump, and I should have dumped.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the latest deal of that kind ended a day or two ago for my local EB Games, and I just cannot be bothered to trade in my PlayStation 4 just because I'm so focused on Xbox and other things that it's just like there's nothing really pulling me to spend another $250 on a PlayStation when the new models are coming out next year.
Yeah, I probably will get everything because I'm an idiot.
On day one?
Yeah,
me too.
For the new ones, or
yeah.
I might, depends. I feel like the Xbox with the X at least will potentially last longer than PlayStation will in terms of the new stuff working on the old platform because they're going more iterative.
Right. Yeah, I should wait. Like I on one of them, I should at least wait for the like upgraded model.
So the standard launch PS4 500 gigabytes is 115 at the moment. So I'll get it back up to 200, and then I'll think about trading it in.
Yeah,
because I know you can sell it like on even OfferUp right now, like for $200. So get it to about 200, and I'll trade it in, and then maybe I'll buy my PS5 from you.
Yeah. I mean, if it's going to be fully backwards compatible, then there's absolutely no reason to hang on to it, I guess.
Well, I got a Pro because I traded it in. I used to have more success. They used to do it a lot more with the trade in 6 games gets 60% additional credit.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I traded a whole bunch of just junk I would find at thrift stores that would have more luck. And now they do it maybe like twice a year. They would do it like every 2 months. They would do those trade-in deals, and now it's like, I mean, NJ Retro is the one giving us that hot tip about that. He said like you just download the app, so you go to the thrift store, see what they have on the shelves, and that's how I discovered like Just Dance. Like the trading credit for Just Dance was like $30 for the Wii versions. So I brought in just a stack of Just Dances, and the guys at the store were like, "What?" Like they're like, "I can't believe it. You're getting this much, like 40, 60, 40, 50, $60 for all these Just Dance." And then I racked up like $300 in credit just trading. And they're like,
they're probably looking at the computer like, have we been freaking hacked? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then I noticed by the next time they had that sale, like they went right down in price. Like they must have realized that they had it way too high.
Yeah. Well, in their stock, they probably got so many of them that it just like drove the price down.
But that's
down to where it should have been in the first
credit
place.
For the Pro. So I cashed in on a Black Friday. I cashed in and got a PlayStation 4 Pro for free. So,
thanks, Just Dance.
Yeah, it's Just Dance and just junk.
Just Dance all the way to the bank.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, but they rarely don't do those trade-in deals anymore. But then again, you always hear well, I don't know if you hear the stories, but like GameStop isn't as doing as good as it normally used to. So
it sounds like they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so I mean they're in a lot of debt right now, so it's kind of like their days might be numbered, and it's not a good thing, But
no, you should always have more options for everything.
But it's also you see the writing on the wall where the gaming industry is going right now. With it seems to be going more digital than ever. But
yeah, digital streaming. It's just
So it's their days are numbered, so that's why they kind of are converting into I think they heard that they're trying to get away from doing the small stores of you walk in and you see nothing but game promotional stuff now too, like the toys and
Funkos and
Funkos and everything. I heard they're trying to get away from it. Like the new CEO wants to change the motto again.
I wonder what they could do.
Mm-hmm.
There's like in my EB Games, there's like this wide a section of wall just for like promotional wallets. It's a little insane, and it's not a large location.
It should be like 2 walls of that.
Yeah, it's right across from a movie theater, so it's convenient in terms of people being there. But nice. It's just like, why are there so many random knickknacks in this small store?
And I think they expanded way too much because there was a small mall that I used to go to that had two GameStops in it.
Yeah,
it's like there's no way you need that many.
At one point there was 2 in my mall, but that's because they acquired EB Games,
right?
So they had 2 because of that, and then
Savages, Funkoland.
And then, of course, there was 2 outside of the mall too. There was one across the street, and then there's one across the street because it was across the mall from Barnes and Noble. So, you would call like if you went to one store and like if they were missing a game, they'd say, "Oh, let me just call across the street."
Yeah,
let me call the mall real quick, and then like you would find eventually where you would need to go. But I thought it was ridiculous at the time that there was this many of the same store in blocks, in literally blocks, in miles, within blocks of each other.
Yeah,
4 stores within blocks.
That's never a good sign. Like just the smallest trouble, and then they're going to start like closing like dominoes.
Mm-hmm. So there's 2 within the block now, but there was 4 at one point. So.
They're like Starbucks.
Yeah.
I just had the image of like like the repeating backgrounds in like old cartoons or old video games.
Yeah.
But just like
the Flintstones.
Like every couple of blocks you just see a Starbucks. But it's just a repeating loop.
Starbucks, GameStop. Starbucks, GameStop.
Yep. Just like picture like the old cartoon run cycle going past like the Starbucks and all that.
Subway and then throw a Subway in there. And
Yeah.
throw a Walgreens in there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah. You're
funny
right.
image.
There you go. That's basically the American landscape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of consumerism, should we go into pickups?
I'm fine.
Yes, I have none.
I couldn't get a better segue than that. Anyway, so no one has anything, or Ryan, do you have something?
I have a ton because I haven't been on in a couple weeks.
Okay.
I'll go what I got here. I'll try to do it with best storytelling purposes as possible. So a couple weeks ago, comic book shop that I normally frequent every Wednesday.
Pause for 1 second. Eric, it's not a huge deal, but I will just make you aware of your thunder typing.
Okay, I'll just mute.
Thank you. It's not a huge issue, but figured I'd let you know.
So I remember a couple weeks ago I discovered Marvel vs. DC, the comics 1 and 4. I found them at a half price books. Well, my store had half off of the pull boxes, so I got 2 and 3. So they're half off, and granted $6, but for both. But it was $3 a piece though because they're half off. So I acquired them. So now I have all 4 again. Just because I brought back those, like I said, I was showing those off a couple weeks back. So let's start off with the thrift in here. Let's see what I found at the local Goodwills here. Hold these up here. I was just one of those things where I hit up a couple games or a couple Goodwills, and I don't think I had any senior discount or student discount. It's just that the prices weren't bad. They were a couple of bucks a game, and they were like $2 a game, and they were complete. So I bought Sniper, and then Sniper 2 for PlayStation. They were in really good shape, complete.
That's awesome.
You're like minty. I don't know. From what I saw, like we got multiple games. I mean, it must have sold well. I mean, from my standard, for $2, I was willing to take a chance on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then at the other store, these were $3 a piece. And granted, I bought Black for the PS2, complete.
Nice. Cool. Also, on the senior student discount thing, since I haven't done it in a while, I'll break out this joke.
And
anyway,
then
carry on.
I got Nintendo Land for $3.
I love that game actually.
No, I recently acquired this, but I figured eventually maybe Wii U games might sell, and it was complete. And I figured for $3 it was worth a shot. Maybe just hold on to it for a minute, or maybe someone else needs it. And let me know. And then I found the SOCOM with the headset piece.
Oh, I remember seeing that all over the place.
And
I remember getting that and only keeping the headset.
I was watching GameSack from like about a month ago. They mentioned, I believe, this headset works for another game, and I can't remember which exactly game it works for. But
on PS2?
Yeah, on PS2. It's
like all of them.
Well, there's an additional, like, you can command something in the game, but you need that headpiece to do it. So
is it C-Man for Dreamcast?
It's not C-Man for Dreamcast.
Yeah, because that was like the first thing I used for like online multiplayer talking.
Yeah. Well, originally designed for this, but then other people were taking advantage of it as like a bonus, like, hey, if you have this, and it was on that, I want to say maybe like a month or two ago, it was on a GameSack episode where I'm like, huh. So, but I'm probably going to resell this one because it's complete and it's in really good shape. And I think at least according to price trading, it goes for about $30, I think it was.
Damn,
so
you got a good deal.
Yeah, I might try to flip that and see if anyone is interested in purchasing that. I have been kind of in a mode for trying to acquire one of the things I'm kind of looking for TMG, and most recently I'm kind of trying to get game staples for their consoles and your console exclusives too. So I'm kind of looking for the cheap common stuff for the PS2 and the PS3 at the moment. These were.
Boy, do I have a selection for you.
Well, these were like $2 a piece. So I bought Uncharted 2 Game of the Month. I have a red case one, and I hate red case games. Yeah. So I wanted to get Uncharted 2. I was thinking about the Game of the Year edition for $1 more, but the only thing additionally for that is
multiplayer maps.
multiplayer, DLC, and I'm like, no thanks. I'm probably never gonna need that stuff. So, got the standard cover right here, and then I bought Killzone 2 for $2.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So, picked out the best version ones on the shelf here with one with the least amount of stickers in the book that looked the best. I actually did a swap on the book on this one, I believe, because there's just a pile of them. I was like, for $2, add these to the collection here.
Seriously, I've got a bunch of like the PS2 commons just in a tote upstairs. I can show you what I've got to see if it's anything you're looking for.
Does that have French on it though?
Depends. It depends.
So, old ass retro gamer, he pointed out to me that Best Buy was doing a clearance sale, and because I hooked him up the week prior, telling him that they had a clearance sale. Well, they had an additional one the week of E3 when they were doing their days of play. So at Best Buy, I jumped on a couple things right away. I purchased this one for about I think it was either $4 or $5. I want to say it was $4.
Not bad.
Mirror's Edge for the Xbox One. I then also purchased, this wasn't on clearance, but it was on sale. And I dragged my buddy Adam along to Best Buy because he still has got Gamers Club Unlocked. So actually all of it was involved with his Gamers Club Unlocked. So I got Astro Boy for about $16.
Nice.
Astrobot.
That game is awesome.
Yeah.
It is very good.
I got Noah. Is it Noah?
Neo.
I got this for $8.
Ooh, awesome.
And I purchased Hollow Knight for the Switch. Now, one thing I should point out, and my buddy sent this to me, now mine's still sealed. It has 3 of the 4 DLCs, and the 4th one will be downloadable. The thing about it is Fangamer put out an email last week saying, hey, if you purchase this game, we are going to redo it where if you mail it back to us, we will mail it back you the cartridge with all the DLC on the cartridge. Yes.
Really?
Nice.
They said hold on to your receipt. We will mail you the correct one if you want to return it. Otherwise, have fun with your game. So I'm more likely just gonna mail this back and get, I guess, the correct version for free.
Muskie says it's on Game Pass now, which is correct. I can't remember the subtitle for it. I'll look that up while you keep going.
I think it's Void Heart.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, Void Heart Edition.
So that's what I'm gonna probably do. So I'm just gonna mail it back and get the full definitive edition.
Yeah. That's awesome of them to do that.
Yeah, they put it out like the day actually I purchased this, and I was like, well, you know what, I'm not gonna open this then. So, like I said, I used the discount for that one. I think it's $35 at Best Buy right now to begin with. So we get that additional 20%. I'm trying to blank on Eric. You're the math guy here. 20%, $35.
$3, $7.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't unmute fast. $7.
And then because this was on the Days of Play sale, I bought myself a new controller. I'm going to take a stab at this one. I've been, I play a good amount of fighting games, and additionally, like the ones I prefer, I normally use a fight stick for them, unless I'm playing a NetherRealm game like your Mortal Kombat's or Injustices.
Right.
I prefer using the controller for that, and I've heard people talk about doing the D-pad replacement because this essentially is on like a circle pad. So there are D-pad replacements that actually are the buttons, and from my understanding, it's people swear by them. I'm gonna take a stab at it just to see if I could tell if there's any difference here. So I purchased this controller because of the Days of Play sale.
How much was it?
$40.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
And it's gold.
It's gold.
It's gold.
I have a silver one, and now I have a gold one. And then I was fortunate enough to jump on this because of the pricing error at Walmart.
Me too.
Got it for $20.
Yes.
So, gonna play that sometime this year. And then there was a local game show that was here. I was at a bowling alley recently, and it turned out to be pretty well. Cost like $3 to get in, but other than that, it was pretty decent. I got a lot of stuff like PS2 and stuff I was looking for. This costs $1. It is a Marvel vs. Capcom comic.
Nice.
So I snagged that right up for one of my favorite fighting game franchises.
Can't beat a dollar.
I picked up a. This was in a. It was either $5 each game or 3 for $12. I think it was the box. So I picked up these 3 games. I picked up Knights of the Old Republic.
Very cool.
I picked up Time Splitters. And then I picked up Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. All three are complete.
Love those titles.
Yep. All 3 are complete. And then another table. I found Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for $5. And so like high on my TMG list right now is all the Sly Coopers, all the Jacks, all the Ratchet and Clanks. Those are like high on my want list right now.
Right.
I might be able to hook you up on all of those.
As long as they don't have French.
Well, that might be tough.
And they have to be Black Label. I don't want the greatest hits. So.
I think they're Black Label, but the French will be difficult.
And then, fortunately, now I knew about this, that the only way to acquire Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition with a Black Label is it has to come with the bundle. It's got a not for part of a set, not for resale sticker right there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
And there, focus for me. Right there. Anyways, so I found a guy actually had it on his table. He had the set, the 5th year anniversary. He had it marked at 15. I said, would you do 10? And I already knew that was below the price trading price. I think it normally goes for about $30 on price trading. He had about 15. The first 2 games are still sealed. So obviously he only played DMC3. But I really just wanted for that Black Label. And like he said, yeah, I'll do $10. I don't see why not. I'll do $10. I was like, perfect. So I got the Devil May Cry 5th Anniversary Collection. I love the DMC series.
I've never even seen that collection before.
Yeah,
Awesome.
5th Anniversary. 2, I still need to probably go back and play 2. I really did not enjoy 2 back in the day when I was trying to play in it. Love the first game.
I don't think most people enjoy 2.
Love the 3rd game. 5th game is fantastic. 4th game is pretty good too. But yeah, I was happy to get this for $10 too. So
Yeah.
I need
Do you
to
have
play
the
through it.
greatest hits version of 3?
pardon?
Do you have the greatest hits version of 3? I think that
I do,
has, like,
and
different stuff.
that's honestly is the correct version. Anything that's a special edition, like I said, this is the only way you can get the Black Labels if you bought it in this thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the special edition comes in a red label, and that's the version you want to buy because it was improperly made here. Yeah, it was botched. They
made it like more difficult or something.
Yes, the normal difficulty is Japan hard. So it was a botch on their part. That's why they had to release a special edition because they messed up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
If only they had done that for Castlevania 3 with us here.
Well,
Because it was like the same issue.
It's easier or what?
No, they made like the US version harder.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
That's
so you picked that one for Game of the Month.
Whatever. It should be fun.
Yeah, I know.
People love that one the most in the series.
So, Ryan, did they swap difficulty levels or did they make normal Japanese hard and then there was an even harder skill level?
Yes, that's what it was. Well,
Okay.
on the original release, the regular Devil May Cry 3, hard or what normal is Japanese hard, and then hard is whatever even harder. So they botched it and they realized it, and then they went back and patched it. So normal is in the normal difficulty. Hard is because there's like 5 tiers, I believe, in Devil May Cry for difficulty. So they went back and then they re-released it.
How did they not catch that before release? That's amazing.
Yeah. So they botched that. That's why I think it came out shortly after that they stopped the printing and then they, released it as the greatest hits with special edition.
They literally had to stop the presses.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's too funny.
So a few. It's one of the few times I was fine with having a red label, but now that I have my black label, I don't know.
You're set.
Mm-hmm. I'm happier, especially for $10. And I got that cool box.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those
we
are
got
always
some
cool to
history
have.
and pickups.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to get the Onimusha one of these days, even though I have all of them.
I have 1, 2, and 3. I don't have the fourth one.
Yeah, I've played everything but the fourth one, even though I was like looking for the fourth one for the longest time. It's like, oh, I finally have it. Now I'm going to proceed to not play anything more than 10 minutes of it for years.
Yeah.
And Blade Warrior. I've only played like a round of that to make sure it worked.
So I played Bayonetta, and I was really, really bad at it. I had to switch it to easy, like over halfway through the game. Should I even try Devil May Cry?
3 is harder than the first. Oh, people, I don't know. People think the first one's harder. I thought the third one was harder.
Okay. I
but-
think I'm still going to try it at some point, but
I think Bayonetta is easier.
oh god.
Bayonetta 2 is significantly more user friendly, like new
Okay.
user friendly. Bayonetta 2, with the addition of the witch time effect, makes things
Yeah.
significantly easier. I think Bayonetta 2 is the better game. It's the way better game in the series. The first one,
Okay.
there's some platforming that is not friendly,
Right.
but the second one, the gameplay is like perfected to a T. So.
I'll have to try it. I'm not well. Maybe I'll have to look at like a how to play. Like maybe I'm just not doing it right.
DMC 4 and 5 are easier. I'll say that. DMC
Okay.
4 and 5 are significantly easier. 3 can be a challenge. But once I think you get to the part where you start unlocking more abilities is when it gets easier. Because
Sorry, go ahead.
No, they're just like, if you're not dodging enough, I guess is kind of the thing. And then
Okay.
you want to keep going for them style points. So you want to keep changing up all your attacks. You want to switch it from like shotgun to regular gun to sword to, your
Okay.
different styles. You can change up your styles. There's 4 different styles you can go with. So, and that's how you keep raising your ranking. And I think where the fun is that I think people mostly get stuck on sticking with this works. And
Yeah, that's how I do.
yeah. and they don't expand their horizons and raising their level and their grade. And it's not like a level up system. It's just that actually there is a level up system because you got to keep buying if you find the blue orbs, they can raise your life bar. Or you can just buy the blue orbs, so if you go back to level 13, I remember Devil May Cry 3, you can just keep milking red orbs
Farming.
and eventually you can you farm them and then you cash them in for blue orbs and raise your health bar and your special bar, and that makes things a little bit easier. So
Okay. That's one thing I need to work on is I will get like set in a routine of how things work, and I won't change it up or like challenge how to play. I'll challenge myself on playing in a different way.
I think with Bayonetta 2, with the additional witch time, it made the game significantly easier. Significantly, where it's just, it made it fun because all you just do is if you time it perfectly, then you can really just unload on somebody,
Yeah, I should play. I have the second one on Wii. I got the collection on Wii U, and I played through the first one, and I was like, "Ooh, I sucked at that. I'm not playing the second one."
I would honestly give the second game another shot because I thought that was another level better than the first game. The first game I thought was okay. The second game, it's like the Uncharted effect for me, where the first game I thought was okay. The second one is what made me a fan of the series. So
Right. Okay. I will give it a shot at some point.
Yeah, on the topic of Devil May Cry and Game Pass, Devil May Cry 4 is on there, but it's leaving soon. So
I saw
if you want to give it a go before that goes off, now would be the time.
Yeah, that's good to know. That is not included. That's separate from the collection, right? I have the collection.
Yeah, it's not in the collection.
Okay.
It was only released physically outside of the U.S. Like if you want to purchase it for the PS4 or maybe even the Xbox, you can purchase it on. I bought the Hong Kong release because Play Asia was selling them, but I found it cheaper on eBay. But the Hong Kong version actually comes with English on the box because I think it's like 50% of Hong Kong speaks English. Another one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, another 50% is Mongolian. I could be wrong on that, but because it was an English province for a while there. I still think it is.
Yeah, British.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
So I purchased that version over the Japanese version because the Japanese version all had Japanese text on the box, and I'd rather have English on the box. So,
What about French? How do you feel about French on the box?
I hate the French. The French are assholes, right?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
a Dumb and Dumber. The French are assholes. I don't know, Lloyd. The French are assholes.
That's amazing.
Anyway, I should probably get through my pickups.
Sure.
Oh
So,
yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. Just wherever the conversation naturally goes. And in that spirit, there might be a segue for us to go off on with some of these. So I'm going to leave those to last. But this is just books, so I'll go through most of them pretty quick. I already showed Significant Zero at the start of this, which I've been reading and enjoying. And this is a book outlet order, so I got all these for super cheap. And Super Mario: How Nintendo Conquered America.
Oh, I want to get that.
But this is the book I was mostly getting it for. But of course, with outlet stores, you go in for one, you buy 10. So Marvel Comics: The Untold Story, which is like a huge behind-the-scenes thing that's apparently very interesting. So I've been waiting on that for a while, and they only ever get like one in stock at a time. So it finally came in, I got it. And while I was looking for that, I also got Superboys, which is about the creators of Superman.
Nice.
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
I'm waiting for some Star Wars books. Where are they? Just kidding.
They're coming. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, Slugfest inside the epic 50-year battle between Marvel and DC. So another kind of behind-the-scenes thing. And since I couldn't not get a couple comics, but these are still in the same vein, I got It's a Bird, which is like kind of a weird indie Superman, but not a Superman story. I'm not really sure how to explain it well, but it's apparently well regarded. And the comic book history of video games, and the only actual regular comic in here, The Flash by Mark Waid, Volume 4.
Nice.
And, as requested, I Find Your Lack of Faith Disturbing, which is Star Wars and the Triumph of Geek Culture. I'm not really sure about that one, but it was only a few bucks, so I threw it on. And
Nice.
how Star Wars Conquered the Universe, which is the
Nice.
updated edition.
Very cool.
And
I've never even heard of either of those.
yeah, and this is a regular one, and I got it last week when it came out. Alphabet Squadron, the first book of that trilogy.
I saw that at Target. I wanted to get it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet. I'm still working my way through Master and Apprentice.
Does it have? It has like graphic novel pages in it, doesn't it, or something?
Does it? Like, apparently they're doing like a crossover with Marvel in the way that there's a comic that ties in, a TIE Fighter comic.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if there's actually... I doubt there's comic book pages in it.
I think I saw... Maybe there's a version that has it, because I could have swore I saw some, like, pages in it.
It would be funny if it was, like, weirdly, like, a light novel type thing. Where they had, let's like, the illustrated pages every few. Actually, there might be... Holy shit, there actually are. There are a couple comic pages in here.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Okay, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah. I am intrigued.
Now I have to buy the physical version for sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about them saying, like, a Marvel and Del Rey crossover event at the bottom, since you don't need to read both for the full story.
Right.
Maybe
But
comic books in it. That's why.
Yeah. I'll see how that plays in. People really like that so far. But
Okay, yeah. I haven't really heard about it too much about it, so
yeah, it's basically the closest thing that we've gotten to Rogue Squadron in the new
right.
in the new canon. Which, actually, speaking of like random Star Wars comics, I still need to read the manga version of Lost Stars. I don't know if they ever came. I don't know if they ever even came out with a volume 2 of this, but it's solely just Star Wars manga, which they've done before, but this is just like a readaptation, which is interesting.
I didn't know
Love
that
Lost
existed.
Stars as well.
Yeah, I like that book a lot.
That book is fantastic. Granted, anything by, what was that, Claudia Gray? She did that one? Yeah, her books are fantastic, which
Yeah.
makes me wonder why it's taking me so long to get through Master and Apprentice. But
I
whatever.
love that. I read Queen Shadow first, and then Masters of Present, and I thought that one was so much better than Queen Shadow.
Yeah, Queen Shadow was fine.
I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad, but it's just like if you're comparing it to like other ones like the Claudia Gray stuff, it doesn't
Yeah.
hold up as well. Like it's probably on par or a little bit better than the Ahsoka novel, which was also by E.K. Johnston.
I haven't read it. I haven't gotten through Clone Wars, so
Yeah, you should do that at some point.
I don't know. When I
You're
get
probably
Disney
gonna have
Plus,
to wait until you gotta wait for Disney Plus.
yes, I do.
Missed
But
it
I'm
all being
gonna
on
want to
Netflix.
watch. I'm gonna
Missed
watch
it all being on
Mandalorian.
Netflix by that much.
Yeah, I kind of started watching it on Netflix. I just didn't finish it before they took it off.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. Yeah. I'm a few books behind on Star Wars. And
Yeah,
this
me
will
too.
be why. Because
Oh,
I've got
wow.
like a full friggin' Star Wars shelf over there.
Nice.
Everything's
Yeah,
a
I
mess
have
around it, but that gets the point across.
I have a little collection going, not quite that much.
Yeah. I've been keeping up on the new ones as they came out, but like all the Legends stuff is just like thrift store pickups.
Right.
Over
Yeah, I'm
time.
sure you can get those pretty cheap now.
Yeah, it's just a crapshoot of what you're gonna find.
Yeah, I kept I have a couple old ones. I kept my Heir to the Empire trilogy and just a couple old ones that I had never thrown away randomly.
Even more random than that, the very first Star Wars book I read, which was after they announced the Disney acquisition thing, I just started like, "Oh, I've never read the books. I'll look for one in the thrift store. I picked up
Yeah.
I, Jedi and I read all of it. So it's like
I never even heard that one. I don't think
it's basically a weird what's it? It's kind of a follow up to Rogue Squadron because it's what's his name? It'll come to me. But one of the characters from that, and it's taking place kind of in the background of the Jedi Academy trilogy. So it's like it's kind of a side story, but it was told after. So it's like you have moments where like, oh, there's Han Solo, and there he goes, because it's like during the events of the other books, but I never read the other books. So it's just like I just jumped into the deep end lore wise for Legends, apparently.
That's pretty funny.
You can switch topic if you want, but I gotta friggin' pull out iJedi so I can figure out, or the internet. That's easier. Figure out what the character's name is.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would know it because I never really got into those, I guess.
I have them all, but I haven't actually managed to read any of them yet.
I gotta take off, guys.
Yeah, I do too, man.
Have a good. Okay, yeah.
I'm here, so
Yeah, it's getting late.
We
for
got
me
we
too,
got to
actually.
pack. All right,
Good night.
we will probably. A bunch of us. Are you going to do a Hangouts next week?
Yes, but I'm not sure whether to postpone it by a day because of most people are probably going to be getting back.
Yeah, I know I am.
But
Wednesday would be better for me, probably as well.
Yeah, the only issue there is with Musty's streams.
Oh.
So it'll have to,
Musty, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, we'll have to coordinate with him on that. Anyway, the character I was trying to think of is Corran Horn.
Okay, never heard of that name.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good seeing you,
I
Ben.
guess I'm ending this. So
Yeah, nice.
see everyone next week.
Finally,
Whatever
seeing
day it
you.
ends up falling on.
Yeah.